started asking for money.
How long haven't you worked?
Since May. The same day I received that check is the same day that I was let go of my job.
Going to go through that money very fast, sir.
If I keep loaning people money and they don't pay me back, correct?
Well, was Miss Camillo working?
No, she was not.
Your Honor, I am state aided.
So,
I have a child that has severe medical problems
what
that
does
I
that
stay
have to do with whether or not you're working?
Well,
I mean, I'm making a judgment as to whether or not the plaintiff had a reasonable expectation of being repaid the money
He
that
knew I couldn't repay
I'm
him.
not, listen to me. I'm speaking. When I'm speaking, you don't. I mean, I have a feeling I'm dealing with two people who, a little bit, whatever. But you want to have to stay home with a child for whatever reason, that's your business. I have to know for the purposes of my business whether you claim this was a gift. He said it was a loan, and I have to know if he says it was a loan, from what did he expect you to pay back the loan if you weren't working? That actually is a question that would be helpful for you. So, I mean, I want you to try to be a three-process thinker.
Right.
Now, the defendant wasn't working.
Correct. She wasn't working, but she was receiving a check every month.
Just a second. She was receiving a check every month from what and in what amount?
The amount I do not know. I was never told the amount.
From what?
From state aid.
She was receiving governmental assistance, which doesn't make you rich. It makes you sustained, but doesn't make you rich. Doesn't certainly make you rich enough to pay back $4,500.
Not right away, no.
Well, how long do you think it would take at $10 a week to pay back $4,500?
We agreed on $20 a week, not 10, but it did be a long time.
Just 1 second. You agreed on $20 a week.
Correct.
Starting when you gave her the money, which was in June.
Yes, so starting July 1st.
Now, Miss Camillo, did you agree to pay back Mr. Moody this $4,500 at the rate of $20 a week?
No, we did not. We never had such an agreement.
How do you support yourself?
I do get help from my mother, but it's a hardship on her to help me.
She's your mother.
Yeah.
So you get help from your mother. Who else do you get help from?
State aid.
Well, state aid is different from your mother.
Yeah.
And how much do you receive in state aid?
It was $748 a month, but my son just turned 18, so they lowered it to $604. I brought that with me if you'd like to see it.
Do you have additional care for your son? Does he require additional help?
Well, I mean, I help him in regards to his medical problems.
What I'm saying to you is, in addition to yourself, is there another health aid required to help take care of your adult son?
No, ma'am.
Did he go to high school?
Well, he was on home hospital. A teacher came to the house to teach him.
Until when?
He graduated at the beginning of this last June, 2019.
And you're involved in a custody battle, according to the papers here. And the custody battle involves what child or children?
I have a 1-year-old daughter, and yeah, I needed to establish custody because I was physically assaulted by this person.
You have a 1-year-old child, you have an 18-year-old who needs assistance.
Yes.
And then you have a 1-year-old.
Yes.
Has the 1-year-old lived with you continuously since birth?
Yes.
And who initiated the proceeding in court? Who is the plaintiff in the court action?
With my child?
With your 1-year-old.
I am.
When was it initiated?
I got my lawyer, I hired the lawyer on the 18th
Of what?
of the day after Mr. Moody gave me the money. So I actually have my court paperwork. We went to court a few weeks after that.
Was the father of the child granted any visitation?
Only once a week for 2 hours.
So the answer is yes, once a week for 2
Yes.
hours. Did your mother give you any money towards the lawyer?
No, she could not. That's why I asked for
I'm just asking.
help.
So
Yeah,
the answer is no. When is your next court appearance?
Well, it was supposed to be on the 23rd, but I just got a call this morning. My lawyer went into labor because she's pregnant, so there's going to be a continuance. They said 22 days from the 23rd, so sometime in October.
Okay, so now you have no reasonable expectation of being paid back.
I still agreed. I thought we were going to stick to our agreement of the payment of the $20 a week. I didn't know that her payment got lowered. We haven't talked. Ever since I mentioned coming to court, we don't talk.
It doesn't make any difference, sir.